Captain Foley with you. I'm gonna go live, hang out, talk, have some drinks if you guys are amenable. Yeah. Sorry for the crinkling. It's a dog toy. Got a pretty active little baby pug down here. All right. Trekyards, your channel. That's me. That's me. All right, let's see. Ozzy's here. Joshua's here. Sean is here. One man standing. Oh, I just got off exploring Star Trek environments in Steam VR. Fan-made stuff. Pretty awesome. Nice. I have to check some of those out at some point. So, anyway, guys, as you see there, at $20 super chat, and I'll have a shot of Peach Crown Royal. I am drinking some Smirnoff Seltzer, Blue Raspberry Lemonade, vodka cooler as well. So, see what kind of fun and shenanigans we can get into. I sat in all the chairs. Get 10K. Hey, Captain, how's everything going? I'm actually better than ever. Started dating a new woman, and things are going. That is amazing. Good to hear, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope your job is still going well. No sound, eh? Hey, Sean. Sean, were you the one that tagged me in that post on Twitter? I believe it was you, Sean O'Sullivan. I wasn't being rude. I was, that is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard anybody ask. So, for anybody that wants or needs context, somebody on Twitter said, in Top Gun Maverick, shouldn't Maverick, instead of having a P-51 Mustang, because he's in the Navy, have an F-4? Or the two Navy fighters from World War II. I'm like, that's the stupidest goddamn thing I've ever heard. Just because he's in the Navy, he's not obligated to have only Navy jets or be interested in only Navy jets. I'm sorry, but that was just dumb. Hold on one second. Just got to clean this. I know it's going to be loud, so just cover your ears. Warning. Oh, that's actually made it worse. There we go. Whatever. It's fine. I apologize. Geraldine Carsonson, $20. Get this started. Cap, cheers for shenanigans. Peach Crown Royal, brand new bottle. Have not opened it yet. Haven't had any of this in a while. But thanks to our good friend, Eric Martin, who might join our chat here at some point, I want to have some of this Peach Crown Royal. So crack this baby open. Take the plastic off, but it usually comes off when I twist it. It was you. Okay, yeah, I figured as much. Holy shit, here we go. The night has started. Oh, shit, that's tight. All right. So, one shot for Geraldine. Got my Skynet shot glass tonight, so. Oof. Is the other pug in her captain's chair? No, they're both on the floor. They both have beds now. Dot, of course, didn't want to join us because Dot's prissy. I'm going up against Sirach Lofton, eh? Like him. He's a good guy. Kid 10K, yes, job is going great, and I am beyond happy. I'm beyond happier than ever because of my new girlfriend. How are you, the Admiral, and the Pupster? Everybody's doing fine. Good to hear that, man. What is your girlfriend's name? If you don't want to share it, that's fine too, but I just thought I'd ask. Andy Urick, $20. $20 for a swig of peach Canadian whiskey. Sounds like a dare. I have got a friend. I have got a friend to do back as a teenager. Oh, well. Let's put this lid back on. That's it. But Andy, thank you so much. Cheers to you guys. Cheers. Sean Sullivan, Sirach Lofton has to be one of the greatest casting on Star Trek. He looks so much like Avery as an adult, and nothing like Tony Todd. Yes, he could definitely play an older Jake Sisko, because he is, but he definitely looks like Avery Brooks, 100%. So that was good casting. 100% agree with you, my friend. Kit, her name is Adeline, and she, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the most beautiful and wonderful woman I have ever met. Speaking of her, she's calling me, so later. Bye, Kit. Judge 1971, passing through on my way to bed. Love and warp speed, Captain. Good to see you, Judge. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to have you join us. Enjoy your sleep. And, yeah, have a good night. 18 people here with 8 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes flowing. Just like the alcohol. Maybe we can have a good time. We will see how it goes. Blue Star Lines. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Good to have you here. So, yeah. Remember, a steamer can feel the likes flowing through them. A streamer, yes. It's true. Likes and super chats make everything better. Eric Martin, I'm listening in, but I'm still working. Oh, Eric. Well, as I was explaining, I'm drinking the Crown Royal Peach tonight in honor of you. So $20 super chats it's a shot for me, which I've had 2 already, and I just started. So this could be a blast. I'm also finishing off the rest of this Smirnoff seltzer. I'm not finishing it off. I probably have like 6 cans left, but good to see you, Eric. Hopefully all is well and work isn't killing you too much. So I should show you guys something. I got a new book. It is the Utopia Planitia Starfleet source book. This is the Constitution class cover edition. You can get a Galaxy class as well, and then also the standard one. This is for the role-playing game. Nice delta and pennant on the side, and on the back, Utopia Planitia Starfleet Yards Sol System. And at the bottom here, there's authorized personnel only, classified data. So it's for captains only. But very, very cool book. Teaches you all about all things starships. So maybe we'll take a look through it at some point, but not tonight. I don't know how I feel about that props live I did the other night. Nobody seemed to really super chat or care, so. But yeah, this is a really cool book. And this is one of the special ones, because you can get like different covers and stuff, so. just thought I would share it with you guys. It's so nice, and it's like this nice shiny blue. Yeah, shiny, shiny. And it's nice and, oh, it's a nicely bound book. As you guys know, I have a bit of a problem when it comes to books. I'm a little bit addicted to books. I love the smell of new books. I really do. What's up, Trekkies? Everyone ready for the lunar eclipse tonight? Where? It wouldn't be seen from everywhere, and I didn't know there was one. Blue Star Line. Been watching Trekyards videos from start to current. Great job, you and Samuel. From the start, we've done a lot of videos, but thank you. Thank you. Stop looking down my pants. I liked your live the other night. Cool book, man. Visible all across the U.S. Nice. What I hate about audio books is that you have to find a really good one. The other books in this series are read by other people. I can't listen to them. Audiobooks, I've got quite a few of them, and you're right. Sometimes just the narrator just doesn't jive with you. I totally get that. Like the Star Trek ones that are read by the actors. Those are really cool. But, yeah. Besides original and A, which Enterprise do you like the most? Out of the Enterprises, probably the Enterprise C would be the one I would like the most after those two. And then the D, then the E, then the B. I don't know where I put the F yet. We'll see. We'll see. Beam me up, Mr. Scott. It should start in 5 hours and last till sunrise. 5 hours, eh? I gotta do math real quick. Okay. Oh, it's going to start about when I be going to bed. So, Trout Bum Wombat, $20. Support for my favorite channel. Hi, Cat. Thank you very much. Me and my bottle of Crown Royal. Thank you. Voting in the midterms. I have no fucking idea what that means. Cheers. I'm Canadian, so no. But, yeah. So, do you prefer smooth, organic ships like the Enterprise or junkified stuff like the Falcon? I like both. Both are really, I love the Falcon. I think the Falcon's a fantastic design. So is like the X-Wing and stuff. Very, very nice designs. Very different than Star Trek, but I appreciate them all. I do like them all. So, yeah, there you go. Hope that helps you, my answer and all. The cap is from Canada. I am indeed from Canada. Gorgonzola, 86. Hello, Captain. Which was the longest serving Enterprise? The Enterprise B? No, the longest serving would have been the original. Well, not the NX-01. I didn't even include that on my list. Be the original. Jim, the Enterprise is 20 years old. We feel the days over. Actually, it's more like 40 years old at that point, but good job. You do you, man. Yeah, that thing stuck around for a while, and then I got the refit, so even the refit was still the same ship, same space frame and everything, so that was the longest reigning one. Not a band account. What class of ship would the USS just, I don't know. Blue Star Line. Hello, Kit 10K. I recognize you from Ocean Liner Designs. He's not here anymore. Oh my God. His girlfriend was calling, so I had to leave. He would love that because he's into like RC boats and stuff. And it'd be cool, but if you two could actually say hi. But he's not here right now. He had to leave to talk to his girlfriend. So, Trekyards is here. Soraka Vulcan, 20 years isn't old for a capital ship. No. But the Enterprise was older than 20 years. That's an error in that movie. Jim, the Enterprise is 20 years old. You feel her day is over. But I had requested. We'd hoped to take her back to Genesis. That is out of the question, my friend. In your absence, Genesis has become a galactic... I can't even remember the line now. Oh my god, I am getting senile. Controversy. Galactic controversy. Yes. If the desaucer section survived generations, could it have been attached to a new star drive? Yes. The band account. Why don't we see the Wolf 359 ships in lower decks? Good question. I don't know the answer to that. We'll have to ask Mike McMahon next time we interview him, which should be soon, actually. So, yes, I don't know. I would like to see them, though. So, let's see. 24 people here with 15 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Yeah, I don't know why we don't see the Wolf 359 ships in lower decks. They'd be perfect for lower decks because they're kind of like lower tier ships anyway, a lot of them. So that would be great, actually, to see one or two arrive. That'd be awesome. Genesis? Genesis allowed is not his planet. I love that whole thing. Yeah. The oldest battleship still in service in the U.S. Navy, USS Texas, his keel was laid in 1911, making it 111 years old. Nice. Soraka Vulcan, has there ever been a 1701 retail model with the original planet landing gear? No. But there will be. The Ertl one, not Ertl. Is it Ertl? Why is my brain not working tonight? The one that they just did a campaign for. Tomy, the Tomy Enterprise will. It has the big die-cast one, the 32-inch die-cast one. It has a removable saucer section, and I believe it has... Actually, it doesn't even have the landing gear. It has a separate stand to display the saucer on, if you want to, but it doesn't have the landing gear. So no, none of them have. One man standing. Have you seen images of the Ranger-class starship? Looks like a mini Miranda with no roll bar, but I think it looks pretty nice. Yes, I have seen the Ranger class. What about a runabout at a colony of Canadians? Mr. Captain 93, clearly we didn't see Wolf 359 ships because Wolf 359 was an inside job according to Lower Decks. Well, only according to Phil, I think is his name, the one conspiracy guy. Ozzy, what is the word admiral? The word is no. I am therefore going anyway. Yes. Blue Star Line, how can you be deaf with ears like that? I think that's my line, stranger. Oh, forgive, I here am new, but you are known being McCoy from Enterprise. Message received. Available ship stands by. How much and how soon? How soon is now? How much is where? Yeah. Somewhere in the Mutara sector? Oh, Mutara restricted. Take permits, many. Money, more. There aren't going to be any damn permits. How can you get a permit to do a damn illegal thing? Look, price you name, money I got. Place you name, money I name. Otherwise, bargain, no. All right, damn it. The name of the place we're going is Genesis. Genesis? Yes, Genesis. How can you be deaf with ears like that? Genesis allowed is not. Is planet forbidden. Genesis may be planet forbidden, but I'm damn well gonna... I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't think you want to be discussing this subject in public. I'll discuss whatever the hell I like. And who the hell are you? Federation security, sir. Yeah. I see you enjoy the very finest puking juice. Cheers, sir. Yes, indeed. Mr. Cap 93, just curious, did you ever think the landing legs were too small for Voyager? It always looked too super heavy. It's the futuristic material. It's fine, and they do look kind of goofy, but you also need to remember they need to fold into that secondary hull and still have space in that secondary hull for other stuff. So, yes. The saucer does look too heavy, but there are like like repulsors and stuff on the saucer, which help keep the saucer up. So it's fine. Level, please. Up your shaft. Not a bad account. 24th century has a space Scotland colony. Should there be a space Quebec too? No, there should not be. One is enough. Joshua Farrow, what is the worst admiral in your opinion? One of the ones from Conspiracy? I don't know. I would need a list of admirals in front of me to answer that question. Just got my Aliens Pulse Rifle from Nerf. It's awesome. What are your top 5 sci-fi weapons? Oh my god, that's another one. I do like the Pulse Rifle. I do like the Phaser, the TOS Phaser, obviously, and the Star Trek 3 Phaser. Stormtrooper gun is pretty cool. Again, we would need to think about that and do a list. That may be a good top 10 live, though. So, Sareka Vulcan, has the Bar Guy's ship ever been seen unofficially? Not that I'm aware of. Make ship go. Trek or not, do you think the Defiant class must have been in development before the first encounter with the Borg? Do the timelines add up, since it can take many years to design and develop a starship class? It actually was in development very early on. During like the first encounter with the Borg, it was already in development, but public outcry demanded that they shelve it because there's no need for Starfleet to have a warship. Then after the Borg showed up, it was basically they basically wanted to dust off the designs, if you will, and convert this thing into a Borg killer. Cisco pushed for it, and finally public opinion was kind of on the side after the Battle of Wolf 359, so they put the ship into development, and yes, the Defiant's been around the idea of the Defiant's been around for a long time. How can you have a yellow alert in space dock? Sir, someone is stealing the Enterprise. I'm on my way. It's been a while it hasn't been that long since I saw it. I saw that at Eric's not that long ago, but Blue Star Line, the more they overtake the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain. Yes. Trek or not, perhaps Starfleet knew about the Borg before Picard as a result of Enterprise. It's a possibility. I kind of doubt it, but Star Trek 3 had 2 great black guy mustaches. Space Dock must have had a great barbershop. Those guys look too much alike. That admiral and that security officer, I always confused them when I was a kid. I thought they were the same person. It made no sense to me. They shouldn't have had people looking that similar. Defiant was in mothballs for years, yes. How many fingers am I holding on to? Doctor, that's not very damn funny. Your sense of humor has returned. The hell it has. Yeah. What's that? Lexerin. Lexerin? What for? You're suffering from a Vulcan mind meld, Doctor. That green-blooded son of a bitch. It's his revenge for all those arguments he lost. What about a Space Ontario? Yes, Ontario is a great place. One Man Standing. I like that canon the bounty hunters I like that canon the bounty hunters had from Critters. Overkill. Trekyards says Dread's sidearm is sick. Nachev comes to mind as a bad admiral. She's a good admiral. She's a good admiral. She's just a bitch. She got a bitch face. But she's a good admiral. She's not evil. So, Pumpkin Spice. Landing a starship on a planet is a bad idea because of the antimatter. Voyager even had an episode about it. Would have been cooler to see a saucer separation of Voyager and land on the planet in Basics 1 and 2. Ozzy says, are you going through them? Calm down, Doctor. Oh, I'm just going to waltz through them? Calm yourself, Doctor. Olivia Julius, member for 19 months at the rank of Federation President. salute you. Oh man, it's Foley. I love Foley. Foley is so cool. This account has been hacked. Donnie Pearson. Hello, Donnie. Gorgonzola, would the Batleth make your top 10 list for favorite sci-fi weapons? Probably not. Edged weapons, yes. But just weapons, no. Klingon cleave ship versus Borg cubes. There you go. That's a good question. I think Retro Badger needs to do an episode about that. Soreka Vulcan, Jellicoe wants to move from 3 to 4 shifts, but they don't stop and pick up 33% more crew. How the hell would that work? People would just get less sleep, especially the people that needed to trade off on the shifts. They would have to rearrange their schedules. It's like swing shifts. Not a bad account. The news in America recently said Quebec may secede. Is there anything to that? First of all, don't give a fuck. They don't want to be part of Canada. They can go fuck off. Second of all, they've been saying that for the last like fucking 60, 70 fucking years. I don't know how long. Nobody cares. The Quebecois. Do your thing. Fucking leave. Don't care. You want to leave, but you still want to use our fucking money? You still want to have all the benefits of being part of Canada, but you want to fucking leave? Fuck off. Don't get me started on that shit. Fuck them. Donnie Pearson. This is mine. Still no snow in my neck of the woods. It was raining this afternoon. It's been nice here, so yeah, no snow. Trekyards. What would Quebec's economy be? I don't care. Don't know and don't care. Ozzy. Kirk. You do this, you'll never sit in the captain's chair again. Their currency will be poutine by the gallon. Pumpkin spice, 12-hour shifts instead of 8-hour ones. No, there'd be 6-hour shifts. They're going to a 4-shift rotation. They were currently on a 3-shift rotation, which were 8-hour shifts. So 8-hour shifts, 3 of them make up 24 hours. If they go down to a 4-rotation shift, or a 4-shift rotation, that's only 6-hour shifts. So better for the crew, maybe, but yeah. Space Boy 78. Thanks for that laugh cap regarding Quebec. Yeah, don't get me started. No one likes the French, and French Canadians are like. They shouldn't even be considered French. The French are at least tolerable. But French Canadians, man, they're so rude and hoity-toity and think they're better than everybody else. Why did the Excelsior captain have a riding crop? Kink? Well, it wasn't a riding crop. It was like a command scepter. It's like a scepter. Superiority complex? I don't know. It wasn't a kink, and it was not a fucking riding crop. Not even close. It was like a little scepter thing. I think it's actually explained in one of the novels what it is. It actually like accesses. I don't know what the fuck it does. I don't remember. But anyway, it's not a riding crop. I think it's just a superiority complex on Captain Styles there. Pumpkin spice. Any new Trek news lately? No. Not a bad account, $2. Name 10 Canadian foods replicators must have. Go. Well, poutine, for sure. Real maple syrup, although they're replicators, but instead of your table syrup, you call it fucking table syrup or whatever. If you need maple syrup, thanks for the, other Canadian foods, I don't fucking know. Anything distinctly Canadian? I can't name 10. Patrick is here. The Voyagers are up by 10 points, and the Tossers are still at 0. Pumpkin spice. The riding crop was for that hot Asian babe in the bridge of the Excelsior, LOL. That's the other thing. I mentioned the black guy, the admiral, and the security officer. looked alike when I was a kid. So did the Asian lady on the Excelsior and the one that was on the Grissom. They looked like twins. And I'm not just saying that Asians all look alike. I'm not saying that, so don't misquote me. But goddamn, they casted people that looked too similar. And as a kid, I was really confused. I was like, what the hell is happening? Is that her sister? Wow. What? The fuck are you talking about? That's not how a four-shift rotation works. Trekyards. Excelsior 2000 had a vert TOS green or TOS bridge. Ugh. To be fair, the crop may have been some kind of multi-tool. That's what it was explained as in one of the novels. I remember that. It was like important. The captain had prowess in engineering or something. It was just a tool. But yeah, use it like a scepter. Canada bacon. No, fuck Canadian bacon, Ozzy. Canadian bacon is ham. It's called fucking ham. I hate Canadian bacon. I don't hate it. I'll eat it. But it's just ham with like shit on the outside. The pea meal bacon is what it's called as well. It's ham. It's fucking ham. Don't call it Canadian bacon. It's not Canadian bacon. It's ham. Soraka Vulcan. My head is spinning, but thanks for figuring it out. Trekyards. Casting directors had a type then. Okay. Not a bad account. How does Canadian maple syrup taste different than original Vermont maple syrup? It doesn't. You guys are good. General Grievous, what styles was carrying was called a swagger stick. High-ranking officers carried. It was an homage to General Patton and the character actor played on Hill Street Blues who carried a swagger stick. And funny, my papa, my dad's dad, was a sergeant in the Canadian military in World War II, and he actually trained the soldiers before he went overseas. And he also had one of those swagger sticks. My dad has it. So, yeah. Do I hear a pug snoring in the background? You do. You hear two pugs possibly snoring. Gorgonzola, what's that was a swagger stick. British Army Colonel. My granny worked for as a nanny right after World War II. Used one too. Female, yes. Soraka Vulcan. Did the Enterprise rescue the marooned crew of the Reliant or another ship? When? After Star Trek II, they I think another ship came in to pick up the Reliant crew, if I recall correctly, in the novelization of the movie. Yeah, I think another ship came in to save them, not the Enterprise. Pumpkin spice. I have noticed since the original series, in most Trek series and movies, there's a lot of Asian babe in the background somewhere. There's a hot Asian babe. Wow. Shared on Facebook before I head to bed. Thank you, Samuel. Look at that. He's not even under his own name. He's trying to trick us. Trekyards. In the UK, bacon all looks the same to me, yet it's labeled all sorts of kinds of bacon. Give me an example. There's turkey bacon, but that's just not real bacon. There's thick sliced bacon. There's maple flavored bacon, which is really good. There's low salt, low sodium bacon. It's the only kind of bacon I can think of. Not a bad account. Don't call me tiny. Blue Star Line. Hey, Captain Foley. Have you seen the Robert Wild remake of Star Trek VI Enterprise leaving space dock? Yes! It's amazing. I love when the RCS thruster fires, like, shh, and you see it like, thrusters only while in space dock. It's like, no. That's how Impulse would be going out those doors. So, yes, it's beautifully done. Trek or not, to be fair, bacon wrapped sausages are food worthy of gods. It's true. Or you put bacon on your Thanksgiving turkey when you like cook it in the oven. Oh, you cut up bacon, you put bacon bits in your stuffing. Oh, yeah, bacon is amazing. Peppered bacon for the there's also peppered bacon. Yeah. Gorgonzola, what is the common opinion in Canada on the movie Canadian Bacon? That it's fucking hilarious and awesome. Defiant, Mr. Raven Productions. I cannot wait to see what ships are in Strange New Worlds Season 2. Indeed, hopefully they do something good. Blue Star Line, yes, love the RCS thruster part. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of that, because you never really see them fire. Sometimes from a distance you'll see like a little puff of like air, which is kind of what it should be. But for a larger move like that, I love the kind of flared up for a second. Yeah, that was cool. In Kirk's log, he said the Enterprise is on its way back to keep up the crew and Reliant. With most of our battle damage repaired, we're almost home. How does that log go now? Can't remember. One more month till Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day and the 43rd anniversary of Star Trek, the motion picture. Olivia says, can I see your pug? No, you cannot. Not without super chatting. Donnie Pearson. Oh, sorry, pumpkin spice. Bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers for the win. Also amazing, yes. In the 1957 movie The DI, United States Marine Corps drill instructors aboard the Paris Island recruit depot carried swagger sticks in addition to wearing the campaign covers. Bacon wrapped shrimp jalapeno poppers, that is. I could do without the shrimp. Patrick says, Cap, what do you think of the B-Wings from Star Wars? Weird design. Never understood why they were called B-Wings, but apparently it's because they look like a blade. It looks like a knife with like the little hilt and the handle and then the blade. So that's why they're called B-Wings. I just found that out like 2 years ago. I think they're a cool design. I always wanted the toy, but they always kind of bothered me as a kid. I really preferred the X-Wings and stuff. But now I really appreciate them as an adult. The B-Wing is a cool looking design and quite versatile in the game Squadrons. So I really like the B-Wing now. So, what's your favorite Star Trek theme, movie, or TV show? Star Trek theme. Voyagers is really great. So's Prodigies. Can't beat the classic, motion picture one and TNG. 2009 film actually had a good soundtrack. So movie, it's got to be Star Trek 2, followed by Star Trek 6, followed by First Contact. Let's say that. TV show, I can't pick. Come on now. Circa Vulcan, how did Kim Cattrall's phaser in the galley vaporize the pan but not the mashed potatoes? Because it was set that way specifically. To ignore all organic matters to be safe, because she was firing inside of a closed room and she was trying not to kill anybody. So it ignored all organic matter, hence why only the metal evaporated. I have solved the riddle, you see. This is the way. Olivia says $2. Puggy now before I have to go to work. Fine. She super chatted. There's Lola. Lola. And there's Precious. Precious. Olivia wants to say hi to you. Anyway. There you go. Now go to work. Be productive. Donnie Pearson's drill structured's appearances with their campaign cover, spiker sticks, and sidearm holsters were similar to those of state troopers and southern prison guards, or so I have thought. Yeah, I can see the similarities there for sure. Wrath of Khan and First Contact, Donnie Pearson. Well, at least in that movie I have mentioned. Okay. Patrick has the toy. Not a bad account, $2. Give us the pug. We need pug, pug, pug. Donnie says my favorite Star Trek theme tunes were Star Trek The Motion Picture theme and the original series theme. Both used for the Next Generation. And the original series theme. Fucking hate the original series music, man. Fuck off. I hate that shit. There's a few good ones. There's a few good musical whatevers in TOS. Most of them are fucking stupid. Like the stupid love thing. I can't even do it. It's just bullshit. The fight music. That's fucking great. There's other stuff that's good. But half of the TOS music sucks my asshole. For the record. Including the opening theme. I hate that shit. DS9 is good when it kicks in, yes. Well, among my favorite Star Trek theme tunes anyway. B-Wings look more like lowercase T-Wings. It's true. John Ridley is here. Hello, Captain. Hope you're having a good week. I am, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Blue Star Line. One of my favorite Star Wars ships and fighter is the Naboo one from Phantom Menace. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It would be cool if Strange New World Season 2 would recanonize the cut Klingon cruiser from Enterprise that was replaced with D7 because of Windows. Okay, first of all, it wasn't cut. Here's the story. It's supposed to be a D5, I believe. They needed a ship, and one of the visual effects guys spent his entire weekend building a ship for that scene because it's not supposed to be a D7 or a Katinga. But the fucking producers didn't want to use the ship he designed, which is a great design, by the way, and looks appropriate for the era. They're like, just use this asset, like Katinga. No one will notice, is their exact quote. That's a famous fucking story. No one will notice. These are the same producers that, for Enterprise, wanted the NX-01 to literally be an upside-down Akira with no changes made to it. No changes. Just flip this ship from the movie First Contact that we only see once or twice. Flip it upside down and use that. So Doug Drexler and Michael Cooter are like, what? How about we make some modifications and change it a bit? That's why the NX-01 is referred to as the Akira Prize. Doug Drexler fucking hates that. He did a whole video with us. He wrote stuff down. Doug Drexler never writes stuff down, never makes a prepared anything. He wanted to address the people that have been bitching at him for years, calling it the Akira Prize, saying that he's a hack designer for designing it, when he was told that's exactly what they wanted. But they literally wanted to use the Akira, turn it upside down, maybe change a color or two, but keep the exact same fucking design. Bullshit. So, yeah. Actually, mashed potatoes are immune to phaser fire. That's what's covering the hull. John O'Sullivan, do you think that Star Trek could do better looking a bit lived in like Star Wars or BSG? I prefer the sleek look. Come on now. It's the future. You can keep shit clean. Ozzy, you can't fire the phaser on a starship. It will set off the alarm. That's true. Pumpkin Spice. Jonathan Frakes said he was up for another TNG movie. Would it even be worth it? It could be. It could be if they do it right. I don't have faith they will, but it could be. Trek or not, the TOS theme sounds like a dying cat spinning in a centrifuge with Doppler effect. You're not wrong. Sareka Vulcan, I like the opening credits melody from First Contact. I do too. I also like Star Trek 6, that a very ominous, like, that's fucking great. They're all great in their own way. So, Sean O'Sullivan, Gene wrote lyrics for those TOS themes so I could rob half of the songwriting money. I know. Out there beyond the stars, my love will steal all your money. I don't remember the lyrics, but it's bullshit. The TOS theme is weak, but the background music is epic. Some of it is. Some of it's just so stupid. Like the stupid fucking love theme that comes in all the time. Or the shit when he's fighting Finney. The comedy music. I can't even vocalize it right now, but you know what I mean. Sean O'Sullivan, love the Pon farr parody and Cable Guy. Jim Carrey really sold it. Pumpkin Spice says the Naboo fighter is cool. War God 6, I like the Naboo concept that Micro Machines did more than the one they went with, but also TIE Advance, and I like Resistance A-Wing. Trekyards, I like the NX-01. It's nicely techy and fleshed out. It's one of the most thought out Enterprise designs in Trek history. Everything about that ship is designed and would work. Turn DS9 on its side, no one will notice. Exactly, that's their fucking thinking. You need a giant super weapon that can annihilate a planet? We don't want to use a ball or a sphere. That's too much like Star Wars. You know that station that was in that show, that Far Out in Space 9 or whatever? Yeah, that fucking one. Yeah, that thing. Turn that on its side. Replace that center section with like a big fucking red glowing thing, and then aim it at the planet. No one will notice. No one will notice. Yeah, that's fucking producers' thought process for you. Fucking dumbasses. TOS theme is okay when it's the music intro, but not the singing, in my opinion. The Bird of Prey and Enterprise should not be there. It was a Romulan ship. The D5 and the Klingons would have been the way to go. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is 100%. The Klingon Bird of Prey in Star Trek 3 is a Romulan fucking design. For more than one reason. I believe it to be a Romulan design. It is, because it was. But anyway, Samuel disagrees, says it's Klingon design. So the retro Bird of Prey and Enterprise, not only is it ugly and misproportioned and wonky, but it shouldn't be there. So yeah, and I told John Eves as much. I'm like, dude, I love all your designs except for that one. That is hideous. So he signed a picture of it for me. And he goes, because I know you love this ship so much. I have it somewhere. At least I think I do. Yeah, I do. I don't think that got damaged in the flood. But anyway. Star Trek has Kazons, Picard has Packlids. Klingons and Packlids for the used look. That's true. Klingon Sulu got his ship in Star Trek 6. Star Trek 3, stealing the Enterprise track. Awesomeness. Yes, that's good. Chris Gloria says, who was surprised to see them introduce Will Wheaton as the Terran Emperor in the new Terran Gambit? I know I was. I was too. Trekyards says, I like the NX-01 was designed with the refit in mind. Yep. Jonathan Bell, embarrassingly, I do know Gene's lyrics, and I wish I didn't. It's pure ugly greed. Trekyards, and was a touch module being a throwback to current modular space station craft. Yes. Sean O'Sullivan, could or should Star Trek rip off Star Wars Rebels and do the same with Fenris Rangers? Yeah, I think Star Trek should do some other more spin-off shows. Fenris Rangers I don't care about, but whatever. John Ridley, for me the music by Sol Kaplan for the Doomsday Machine is some of the best TOS music created. That's one of the good ones. Even some of the music in that, though, I don't like. I'm just not a huge fan of TOS music. Sareka Vulcan, have you ever seen diagrams of how narrow the NX-01 neck would be in real life? Yes, I have. Eric Martin, $20. Ranting is making you thirsty. It is, actually. So thank you for the super chat. I will have more of this wonderful Peach Crown Royal which I don't know where I got it from. It's not like Eric brought it. But yeah, I'll have some more. It's good shit. No, it dribbled. I hate when it dribbles. This isn't a basketball court. What are y'all doing? I heard a bell. Christian just got home. Quiet just got home. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Thank you, Eric. Whew. Pumpkin Spice producers, cheapskate douchebags. Accurate. Jonathan Bell. The actual singing modern mix. The actual singing modern mix or the theremin? Blue Star Line. Star Trek 3 is a decent movie but stellar music. I think it's a decent movie. It's a great movie. Pumpkin Spice. The Romulans were the original antagonists for Star Trek 3. I'm aware. Thank you. And that's why the ship was designed to look like that. But they didn't have time to change. They didn't have time to change the ship's look. So they said Krug and his men were rogue Klingons that stole the ship to infiltrate Federation space, so it wouldn't look like the Klingons did it, so they could cause problems. Anyway, same could have happened for Bird of Prey. Blue Star Line, just the TOS music from whatever season, but the other season with singing sucks no matter what. Trek or not, Star Trek needs an anthology series spanning different time periods with stories that will ultimately connect. However, the fear the writers would be capable of something of that quality. Yes, yes, and yes. Joel Goldsmith worked as a composer with his dad on Star Trek First Contact and later went on to score SG-1. Sean O'Sullivan, these pretzels are making me thirsty. I could go for some pretzels. 33 people watching, 26 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Enterprise Raptors were cool. What's an Enterprise Raptor? The bird of prey was never called the Raptor. I understand that a raptor is literally a bird of prey. I get that, but why would you call it that? Good evening, all. Wrath of Khan score is just about as good as you can get. It's the only one I listen to on a semi-regular basis. Bird of Prey is a magical ship that can change size whenever it wants, and despite having a crew of 12, has 2 bridges and room for a few whales. J-Pod, something like Waypoint the comic should be at least a way to do anthology series. Gorgonzola, Star Trek needs an audio anthology series as Doctor Who has with other doctors. There would be some lost era with Captain Sulu. Oh my. Blue Star Line, in my opinion, Voyager has the best opening theme, even if it's not the best Star Trek show. It's not bad. It's not a bad Star Trek show. But yes, it is. It has the coolest opening of any series until Prodigy came along. And now Prodigy, I think, is giving it a bit of a run for its money. But, you know, your mileage may vary on that. But they're very close, those two, for being epic. But I hope you're not one of those people that hates Voyager. It's the worst thing ever. It's really not. Voyager gets a bad rap. Like, I understand people's criticisms of it, but a restaurant near me has awesome pretzels, but when they run out, they switch to frozen ones, but won't tell you when. You just have to get lucky. Damn, son. Sarika Vulcan, do you own a Klingon dagger? I do not. I would love one of the Klingon daggers with a little I got something similar, but it's a lot bigger. War God 6. No, the actual raptor, that ship that was falling into the gas giant. It's not ringing a bell. Next time, try 107 proof Goldschlager and Coke. Maybe. Voyager's a great series. No, I like Voyager, but not the best of old Trek. It's true. Sean O'Sullivan, the Decock prop originally had a pop-out blade thingy, but it broke and the production was too cheap to fix it. So by the time it got to DS9, the switchblades were permanently out. Yes. Broken Speaker, I'm thinking about getting back into Prodigy. I watched the first few episodes, and the feeling it's made for kids kind of turned me off. Does it get more grown up and suitable? Fuck yes, it does. Holy shit. Yes. Yes. Fuck me. Yes. It is one of the most complicated storytelling devices. Way, way, way above any fucking kids. Yeah. Fucking watch it. They have 40 episodes, okay? They've been approved for 2 seasons, 20 episodes a season. They've written a story for 40 episodes, which means it's piecemeal the way it's delivered, but it's all intertwined and perfectly done. They know where they're going. It's not last minute changing producer, let's change the fucking story. No, no, no. They have it. Fucking watch it. People that don't watch Prodigy just annoy me because it's amazing. Some of the best new Trek. And just fucking watch it. I'm sorry, but watch it. Chris Gloria, I was catching up on watching The Masked Singer on Hulu and was absolutely shocked to see William Shatner get unmasked. Absolutely amazing. Blue Star Line, DS9 and TOS, and TNG is better. Gorgonzola, Voyager is my Star Trek series as I was 10 when it came to German television. J-Pod, Voyager was the show. Voyager, when the show was on, I never a fan and only watched a handful of times. Been watching it now and giving it a second chance. Stay to the Sea. Where's Grogu? Grogu's actually in the ready room. He's in the other room. J-Pod, I was just watching the pilot for Prodigy, and yeah, it really blew me away. Oh, it gets so much better than the first few episodes. Broken Speaker, Captain Foley has given me an order. I shall comply. Yes, you will comply, and if you don't, you'll be sent to the brig. Did you ever see the Tron animated series? Yes, Tron Resistance? Resilience? Tron, I think it's Tron Resistance. Yes, I did see it. Did you ever watch Sequest DSV? Yes, when it was on TV New. Jonathan Bell, don't care much for the Prodigy main theme, but the episode scores, even with the almost film cues, are great. Prodigy, Lower Decks, and Stranger World is the best of new Trek. Hello, says Video Awesome. Trek or not, seasons 4+ are good. Okay, hold on. As I was saying, I don't have a Klingon dagger, but I have something similar, but a lot bigger. I'll show you. And you will be amazed. I've got the Kurgan's sword from Highlander. Don't know if you guys have seen Highlander, but it's got the blade guards. So yes, I have a very large Klingon dagger. Do you like the size of my dagger? Does it make you horny? Sorry, it's probably the wrong crowd for that tonight, but I've had a few shots, so. And now it's never gonna stay. Oh, that's fine. Let's go back in there. Oh, there we go. Epic. So yeah. Voyager is so underrated in my opinion. I agree. I got continue my Sequest DSV 2032 binge on Peacock somehow. Okay. Blue Star Line. Prodigy theme is good, but I think Lower Decks theme is better. No. Blue Star Line. I'm sorry that you're wrong, but you're allowed to be. So it's a free country. That is one kick butt sword cap. Broken Speaker. The scenes of original Tron just in the regular world are absolutely beautiful. My opinion was the weird animation stuff made it worse. The technology just did not exist yet. Seta iTransmedia. It must be said that the Process Protostar is freaking gorgeous. Yes, I love the Protostar. I need a model of the Protostar so bad. Jonathan Bell. Yeah, I do enjoy the Lower Decks main theme as well. Trekyards. Did you ever get those? Did you ever get that sword that you were after, Cap? Excalibur, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Excalibur. Specific one, but I have not got it yet, no. The quest continues. Gorgonzola 86. Sequest needs a remake so badly, but it has to be in BSG remake quality. And I was just thinking Alexander Siddig as the new Nathan Bridger, but Roy Snyder was the best ever. Kansas Beals. Warnog or Bloodwine? I don't know what Warnog is, so I'll try that. Bloodwine just sounds disgusting. For God's 6. I got the sword from Blade. Unfortunately, the trap handle that slices your hands open wasn't cleared to cross customs. There was also one of the daggers hidden. That one also didn't clear customs. Yeah, I've got a hidden dagger sword downstairs. My Dragon Slayer sword has a hidden dagger in it. And, yeah. I got a Christopher Lambert, or I have the Highlander sword over there. One of the official ones. That's signed by Christopher Lambert, or Christopher Lambert, if you want to call him that. He's actually signed the Blade, so. Enterprise Sleeping Dog, Season 1, Episode 14. Trekyards. I've heard when on a quest to find Excalibur, one must be stoned. Or is it from a stone? Broken Speaker. Everybody talks about Bloodwine and Romulan, but nobody ever talks about Aldeverin Brandy. Aldeverin Van. It is green. How about a Fleet Yards on the Avenue 5? You know, if people watched Fleet Yards, we'd still be making it. So, if we win the lottery and get a couple $1 million and can actually make the content we want to make instead of what we need to make, we'll see. There's a list of ships to still do for Fleet Yards. Will we get to them? Probably, eventually. But Avenue 5 would be good to add, yes. Sean O'Sullivan. Alexander Siddig plays a great villain in The Spy, an almost Garrick-like character, ruthless and says nothing, which isn't surprising. He can play a bad guy given his uncle killed Kirk. That's true. Trekyards. One of those collapsing Star Trek swords would be a neat addition to the collection. Oh, one of Sulu's from the 2009 film? Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. Live long and prosper. Do not switch to Romulan ale. Aldebaran Risky. Yes, thank you. That's what it's called. Mike P. Thanks for the consideration. Anytime. Yeah, I think the Avenue 5 actually is currently on a list for things to do for Fleet Yards. We've got about 20 ships on that list. There's a lot that I want to do personally. We just need to find the time. And hopefully people will watch it enough that it'll generate enough revenue that it'll be worth it. So unfortunately, that's kind of the trap we're in right now. I would love to make some Fleet Yard stuff. And there is a list, don't worry. Trek or not, should try short live Fleet Yards to collect super chats. Ooh, that's a good idea. I don't know if Samuel will be on board for it. He doesn't think that it's worth it, but I do, so we'll see. We'll see. Do you have any Trek prop cups, goblets, or glasses? I've got some glasses downstairs with the Romulan emblem on them, but I don't have anything that's like show accurate. Like no Raktajino mug. I don't have any Klingon goblet. I don't have, you know, it's a little Picard teacup. I don't have any of that stuff, so no. I would pay good money to see Dr. Bashir, Garrick, and O'Brien buddy movie, a la Bob Hope road movie. Video awesome. If Twitter adds the functionality of a video platform, will you post videos there in addition to YouTube? Yes. Bright Star Line. Favorite Star Trek drink? A warp core breach. I have to say Romulan ale. Cardassian Sunrise sounds intriguing, but I've never tried one. There's one inspired by Discovery. It's called Mycelial something. It's got like a glittery blue sheen to it. Sean Sullivan, did you know Ewan McGregor's brother is an RAF pilot? His call sign is O2. Yes, I do know that. I need a drink. Is it true Starbucks has Klingon coffee? I've heard this. I've heard that they have Raktajino, but haven't. If they do, it might be United States only, and not Canada. I was actually at Starbucks this last weekend on Sunday, like yesterday, with my daughter Cassie, but I didn't even think to ask. Broken Speaker. Everybody, what kind of Trek character would be befitting an Elon Musk one-off appearance? What do you mean? Like a character that's an Elon Musk type character? Or there's been so many in Trek. Dr. Stubbs? Dr. Stubbs? Can't remember the one TNG guy. Ed O'Sullivan, I don't like when platforms try to do things that other platforms do better, like better. Never liked Instagram, but I like it. Even less now. It's just TikTok all over again. You're not wrong. Soraka Vulcan, the DS9 sex episode on Ryza was pretty weak. The villain made it rain during their vacation. It's true. All Trek has its bad episodes. Oh, what kind of Trek character would be befitting an Elon Musk cameo? Okay. Again, so many. Crazy devoted scientist guy. Elon could play the guy that illegally sacks lots of officers. Broken Speaker. Oh, definitely. Elon would be a bad guy. Well, he was a Bond villain in real life, so. Like Dr. Scorpion from The Simpsons. Soraka Vulcan says, no Musk cameo. His face looks weird. Perfect for alien prosthetics. Exactly. It already looks weird. So throw on some alien prosthetics. You got a winner. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. You know what I'm saying? So I see no problem here. Bright Starline says he should play a red shirt. Oh, speaking of, guys, have you watched any of our videos from this past weekend on the Borg Cube, the interview with Aaron Waldke talking about the Borg, or today's episode, how Prodigy brought the Borg back. If you haven't, what are you missing? I mean, I know what you're missing, but what are you doing? Why are you missing these things? Make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell icon to all. Speaking of, hit that like button. And can I get another $20? I would like another shot of my peach. Crown Royal Peach. I'm definitely feeling my shots, so if I go for the full 2 hours, which right now I'm debating, should be interesting. Zuckerberg, Telosian, or Android, or Vulcan? Should there be a fourth color uniform in Starfleet? Sure, why not? I've seen orange ones, but those are just cosplay ones. What Trek has the highest percentage of good episodes? That involves math, and I don't know. Elon could bring back Kivas Fajo. Episode was the most toys, I believe. The Borg cube. It is green. What's your most watched video? The Orville. Our first look at the Orville design. The Orville ship. Weird, I know. Elon could be a junkyard manager in Gambit. Yes. Trek or not, is white not a fourth color? It is. Kansas Beals. I could see Elon somehow involved with Brunt. Then again, I could see him somehow involved with Garrick's half-brother with a similar competitive personality. Highest percentage of good episodes. I would say Voyager had the most consistent episodes with no cringe factor. TNG had the most top 25 episodes, but also many cringe. It's all true. It's all true. All of it. General Grievous. Technically, there was a slight difference in color for medical and science in TNG. So there was a fourth. Dun dun dun. Philip Gaming is here. How's it going, sir? This is madness. Bright Star Line. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, no one else can help, and you can find them. Maybe you can hire the A-Team. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, Elon could be the founder of the Federation, or a founder of the Federation. He should be a Tellarite. Very disagreeable man. Sean O'Sullivan, the original Kivas Fajo, killed himself during filming. Very sad. That's true. The little guy. Trek or not, TMP had a lot of division and departmental colors, and colors for specialisms. SC Scout Guy. Howdy, Stuart. Sorry I missed most of this stream. I was working on my truck. I don't think there would be one this early. Yeah, it is early. I'm sorry. But I've had some shots. It's been fun. Pulling up A-Team theme on the other computer. Surica Vulcan. What's your favorite photon torpedo color? Blue, TOS blue, classic red, or quantum torpedo white? Actually, I like the new ones from Lower Decks, the purple ones that like split the cluster photons. Those are cool. But honestly, I'd have to go with the red. Red is dangerous looking. General Grievous. Speaking of the A-Team, the Star Wars show, The Bad Batch, is basically the A-Team in space. Cade MacArthur. I like big butts and I cannot die. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get boom. You get shook. Even the jeans she's wearing, I'm hooked and against up staring. Oh, baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. Lyrics. Words and things. Sean O'Sullivan. Shame they never used broccoli in some sort of A-Team plot where they had to retake a ship. I know. That was a perfect opportunity. Trek or not, what if you could travel to parallel worlds, the same year, the same Earth, only different dimensions? My friends and I found a gateway. Now the problem is finding a way back home. Is that from something? Sliders, maybe? Material Defender. Why did the Reliant have a blue photon torpedo, but the Enterprise had red in Rathacon? Maybe it was a proximity torpedo. Maybe it was an overloaded torpedo. Con would do that. Those exist in games like Starfleet Battles. You can overload your torpedoes, but when you launch them, you cause damage to your own ship because they're so powerful coming out of the tubes. So you get feedback damage, and if they explode close to you, if you hit the ship, the enemy ship too close to you, you get feedback damage as well. So maybe that's why. And if you mean the ones that were fired in the Mutara Nebula, just the nebula gases change the color of the torpedo. A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law. I saw an original A-Team stunt show at Universal Studios while the show was still on the air, earth-shattering to little me. Awesome. A-Team van was next to Kit. J-Pod says, what is everyone's favorite classic Trek TV series and also favorite new Trek series? For myself, it's Lower Decks. Or DS9 and Lower Decks. It's a tough question. Curious what everyone lands with those. Defiant, Mr. Raven Productions. What shows have you started watching this year other than Strange New Worlds? Oh, shit. House of the Dragon. Got a bunch of other shit on the go. I just can't fucking remember what they are right now. Other stuff. Brian Trump throws in $2. Thank you so much. Sliders. Perfect show that needs to be remade. Zerka Vulcan. It was red. Trek or not, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. You could teach you, but I'd have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Torpedoes come in all colors. Nemesis Enterprise E-Torps had a visible device and shell. General Grievous, Reliant, as a newer ship, would have had the best gadgets, like torpedoes and phasers. It's true. Well, it was also the... See, at the time, it wasn't the Miranda class. It was called the Avenger class, and it was actually meant to be more powerful than the Enterprise. Those phasers on the side of the roll bars, those were called mega phasers. They channeled plasma directly from the warp core. So yeah. So it was originally the Avenger class, and it was a much heavier armed ship than the Enterprise. Then when TNG, the production staff got a hold of it, they called it the Miranda class and turned it into more of a scout ship. So, yes. Believing one could travel through time in his own lifetime. Sam Beckett stepped into the quantum accelerator and vanished. He awoke to reflections that were not his own, and driven by an something forced to change history for the better. His only guide in this journey was Al, a hologram from the future that only Sam could see and hear. Yeah. There was a holodeck in the animated series, but it seemed out of place since no one mentioned it ever before. Yes, in the animated, it wasn't called a holodeck. It was called the environmental simulator room. Yeah, it was in one episode. Brian Trump was in 50. Oh my God, Brian, I love you, man. All right, here, I need to have a shot for that. Maybe 2 shots. All right, 1 shot. I'm gonna suffer later tonight. Thank you, Brian. Cheers. Thank you. Whew. Really, with Diamond Select ending, has the time changed? Oh, with Daylight Saving Time ending, has the time changed? That's not it. I just went earlier tonight. Brian Trump, thank you for being real. Aw, thanks, man. Much appreciated. I'm just me. You get my unfiltered opinion on these late lives, so you get my unfiltered opinion on all our lives, actually. But hey, Marshall Defender, or Material Defender, sorry. As my favorite Canadian, please recommend mixers for Peach Crown. I'm currently addicted to Pecan Revel Stoke. There's a peach drink called Fruité, which is just a sugary peach drink. Fuck, this stuff is great in it. You don't even realize it's there. It's also really good in Coke or RC Cola. Sprite. This stuff and Sprite is genius. So there you go. Sliders was great cheesy writing. Great writing. It was great writing, cheesy effects, but yeah, it could be done again. Different worlds each week. Tell me, what does keep an eye out for deer mean? The Foley Ambassador has a few of those phasers tied in to warp system. So much make the Avenger class and Miranda class upside down. Yeah, that's how originally it was designed, yeah. Why don't Star Trek ships have remote automated fighters? Because they'd be shot instantly. They'd be useless against big capital ships. Eric Martin, I just saw the pilot for Quantum Leap and the start of it. It's kind of out there, but a good show. Yeah, I need to watch it still. Patrick says, nice to see fellow Mountaineer on here. Trek or not, Quantum Leap is cool. The Halloween episode there was great. Cade MacArthur, imagine Elon Musk spontaneously combusting on the show. Sean O'Sullivan, anything you would have on a canon wish list? I'd like to see an Aero shuttle. No explanation, just have one flying around without its Intrepid. Well, you got that in Lower Decks. There was like 2 or 3 Aero shuttles in one of the episodes. The episode with the Dupplers, you saw them flying around the starbase. So you got that. So honestly, I would like to see a Constitution class or one of the refits do a saucer separation. That'd be great. Patrick, I need to start the OG Quantum Leap and start the new one. Well, watch the original one first. Trek or not, there is no need for fighters, I think, when ships can hide behind shields, except for large battles or to help distract engaged weakened targets. Yes. We do a whole episode on fighters in Star Trek and how they don't make sense. So, yeah. I really like the new Quantum Leap show, but it's getting slagged and is probably going to get canceled. Typical. Yeah, pretty typical. Berkeley County for me. Was there? Oops, never mind. You need a haircut, Cap. Wow. Rude. Ooh, a panhandler. What? How about Defiant eject its deflector? Well, it's not a deflector. The front section was designed to be a weapons pod that could be detached and used as a last-ditch weapon because it was full of all the torpedoes. Would have been very epically cool to see. That would be awesome too. Yeah, I would like to see that canonized. So, yes. They do have transporters, so a pilot could transport it to a ship or somewhere in a space away from the battle. Eh. But Berkeley County sucks, and more want to move there. What the fuck are we talking about Berkeley County for? Me and Casey are both West Virginians, is what we're talking about. Oh. If in combat, a few shuttles could be flying around trying to intercept torpedoes. See, yes. See, in Starfleet battles, your shuttles can be wild weasels, which are electronic counter ECM, electronic countermeasures machines. They basically distract lock-ons and stuff. They can be ECMs. They can be suicide shuttles loaded with torpedoes and shit to fly into the ship. Suicide shuttles, essentially. So you can have wild weasels, suicide shuttles. You can also have fighter shuttles, which are just armed with phasers that are distraction. That's all essentially they are. They distract from what's going on, try to draw the ship's attention, but they can also be used as point defense. So if there are drones or missiles or anything coming in, even photons, as we see in lower decks, photon torpedoes can be shot down with these point defense phasers. So there are multiple things like that that aren't unprecedented in Star Trek history for shuttlecraft. So in that case, fighters can come in handy in a variety of instances. There are fighters in Starfleet battles. There's like even one called the F-14. There's the F-18. That's a whole episode. I could do a whole episode on that. I love Starfleet battles. It's kind of my canon. Brian Trump throws in another $50. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Do I have to drink for these, Brian? Brian, let me know if I have to drink for these. Thank you. Amazing. That really helps us out this month. So, cheers. Let me know if I have to drink for these super chats. I mean, it's only fair. You know what? It's only fair. So gonna regret this in the morning. And he goes on to say no. Oh, there you go. I had one. I was going to take another one. I'll... Thank you. I respect you so much, sir. Oh, Jesus. Sean O'Sullivan. What was that upgraded Nova the EMH transferred to? Wish we could see it again. That was the Rhode Island class. That was designed by Rob Bonshune, who was the visual effects supervisor for Voyager and Enterprise. And a good friend of ours, actually. Went and visited him in Montreal and hung out with him. He's a good guy. So that would be the Rhode Island class is what you're talking about. Brian Trump, great facts. That's why I'm here. Defiant Mr. Raven Productions. Fun fact cap. WV looks like a middle finger. WV. I'm confused. JPod, haven't watched your video on the Texas class recently. Does the Texas class have living quarters for people? Curious who was able to hold refugees from a remote connection when went out. What could happen? Okay, we did 2 episodes on the Texas class, our first look and then our more detailed look. And there is an MSD of the Texas class. There is some livable space where you actually see like doorways and like a little person silhouette in the MSD, but it's like 2 or 3 decks and it's small spaces. It's more probably for maintenance and just general, uptake of the ship. So no, there is no real space aboard that ship. I would like to move near Cass or Summerfield? Brian says, no, I don't have to drink. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Honestly, the new Quantum Leap is fine for me, but the original still rocks. Hell yeah. Of course the original rocks. I know people have problems with the use of worker bees and drones in the finale of Discovery Season 2. Why? There were worker bees at that time. Oh, you mean... Okay, it's not so much having a problem with the drones and the fighters at that final battle. It's the fact that there were like 150 launched out of the back of a Constitution class. That makes no fucking sense at all. There's no room in that ship. The ship's not very big. None of that shit would have fit. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem with that fight scene at the end of season 2. It has nothing to do with the fact that they're using drones and fighters. Well, that's not true. The issue comes with the Section 31 ship that has all the fucking drones. Section 31. It's just stupid. But 150, they even fucking say the number. 150 launch out of the Enterprise. Yes, we know the Disco Enterprise is scaled up from the original. But even still, even if it was scaled up to what they say, like twice the size, there's no way 150 fucking fighters would have fit in that shuttle bay. So, fuck you, Discovery. Love the Rhode Island class? Yes. West Virginia is... WV is West Virginia. Ah, gotcha. Have you done an episode on Defiant Pathfinder itself? Defiant Pathfinder. What do you mean? One of the prototypes of the Defiant? Okay, my brain is currently Crown Royaled up. So, this was a full bottle when we started. That doesn't look like much, but sorry, I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying. Rhode Island class, that's confusing given the Nova class Rhode Island was later in Voyager. Also, you would think if the class was named after it, wouldn't reuse the name. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you're thinking of a different ship. I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I've had some stuff to drink, which makes these lives funner and interesting. Come on, you got to admit. Sorry. Squadron course, $2. Hi, sorry for absence. Rough weekend. Oh my God, Squadron course. No, lost a pet. That's awful. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. Well, I could imagine because it's happened to me before. But what kind of pet? How long? I'm sorry to hear that, Squadron course. Hopefully, I can cheer you up, make you feel a little bit better. That'd be awesome. Yes, hugs all around, man. Cap, put your middle finger and thumb up and look at the... Put your middle finger and thumb up, and it looks like the state of West Virginia. That's West Virginia? West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Oh, fuck me. Do you feel the Odo character would make a good Starship role? Do you feel the Odo character would make a good Starship role? What do you mean by that? A good Starship role? A good Starship class name? The Odo class? Have a ship that can reconfigure itself? That'd be kind of neat. That'd be a nice tie-in. I don't know what you mean, Brian. War God 6, the prototype. Yes, the ship later turned into the Nova. Prototype wasn't the Rhode Island class then, because the Rhode Island class was a variation that came after the Nova, based on the Nova class. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, apparently. I'm not sure what you mean. Brian Trump throws in another $50. Oh my god. Brian, I love you, man. I'll have a drink of this. This is still alcohol. This is Smirnoff Seltzer Blue Raspberry Lemonade. So thank you, Brian. Cheers, man. Much appreciated. You're really kind of saving our bacon this month. This all helps out, so. That's the only reason I destroy my liver on these. Not only is it entertaining, but it helps out the channel, so. Howdy, Captain. Do you really do enjoy your live chats? Chats? You want to see my assless chaps? What? Anyway, moving on. Forget I said that. Keep up the good work. It's great to be in a new golden age. It's not the fucking golden age, mother. There's only one golden age. This is the silver age. Just like comics. The golden age had Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. All the classics. Then the silver age happened. The silver age had all the spin-offs. Like Blue Beetle and fucking Kid Wonder and oh shit. Plus all the originals as well. So this is the silver age of Star Trek. Not the golden age. And if you want to say this is the golden age, fine. This is the golden age. But the 90s was the fucking Latinum age then. Latinum age. Latinum. Gold. Or gold and silver. This is not the golden age of Star Trek. I hate to fucking break it to you. There's a lot of great Trek on right now. There's some questionable Trek on right now. But this is like the era of spin-offs and each character getting their own thing. And just, it's its own thing. It's the silver age. If you're comparing it to comics, this is the silver age of comics. A lot more titles. But not as focused and not as awesome as the golden age. And the golden age set the standard, set the precedent. The silver age expanded on it and brought it back. So there you go. Brian says, just a crew member. Who, you? You're not just a crew member. Brian, you should join the channel. I haven't seen your name before. Are you new? Welcome. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Subscribe. And also consider joining the channel. There's a join button down there. You can help us out on a monthly basis, which actually makes a big difference to the channel and the algorithms. So even if you can join at any of the ranks, I would appreciate it. The Pathfinder looked like the Nova. Okay. Squadron Course, $2. Thanks. 14-year-old cat. Sad, but it was just her time. Yeah, I had a 16-year-old tortoise shell that died a few years ago. And it was Princess, and she was with me since she was a wee little kitten. And that was a sad, sad day. She wasn't doing well. She wasn't eating her drink. She came down. I was working on my computer downstairs, and I had a live at 4, as I do. She came down, she laid down, and kind of picked one of those, picked that corner where she wanted to pass away, right? And I brought her a little bit of food. I brought her a little bit of water. She took 1 or 2 like little laps of the water and mewed at me, like mew, thank you. And then I went upstairs, had supper, went downstairs, checked on her again. She was very like, she was alive and awake, but not there, you know? And then I had to do a live. I had to do one of these late night lives. I had to do a first reaction live at 10 o'clock. So I did that, came back after the live, and she had passed away during the live. So very, very sad. I miss Princess. Now I'm sad. Anyway. Saving the Canadians back. Thanks, Brian, for the $150. That's what Captain Casey Stewart said. I didn't say that. General Grievous, at least he's not drinking orange juice like Sam. Yeah, I went, oh, fuck, don't get me started. Sam, it's time for a shot, Sam. We just got a shot. Okay. That means I had a shot. No. That means you mixed fucking alcohol in your orange juice and you had a drink of your orange juice. That's what the regular amounts are for. Like the $5, $10 are for drinking like your regular drink. But no, it's like a stir. Sorry, Sam, if you're watching this, I love you, man. But you don't know how to take shots. J-Pod, I'm truly sorry for that. I wish you the best for you. Your pet is in a better place, and your love for them. Immortal. Went through the same thing last year. Yeah. And the thing with pets is, you know, you're there their entire life. You are their God. You never change in their eyes. You never get older. You are just constant in their life. You are their God. So you got to be there when they pass. You got to be there when they get put to sleep. You got to be there to help them. And they look at you like an immortal being during their life, and that's the last thing they remember. And then the Rainbow Bridge, this shit always makes me cry. The Rainbow Bridge, they're there waiting for you. Yeah, got a lot of great pets. Have a lot of great pets. Currently have had a lot of great pets in the past, and it's sad. Feed me Seymour. Golden age equals TOS. No, it doesn't. That's not a golden age. That is the impetus, the beginning. The golden age was the 90s, 80s, 90s. Just need a few days to find my groove again. Yeah. Video awesome. What's the story behind you guys starting it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Brian, this is us starting the channel. I'll tell the story again for the 1,567th time. I started a YouTube channel because of Sylvia. Sylvia said, you should start a YouTube channel. You do a lot of really cool stuff. You make models. You should, make a YouTube channel. I'm like, nah. She goes, you got a lot of collectibles, a lot of Star Trek stuff. You know a lot about Star Trek. Make a channel. I'm like, all right, fine. Made a channel. Called myself Captain Foley because Sylvia's always called me Captain. One of her cute little names for me. So that's how I became Captain Foley. Created the channel, did some model building videos, gave some model building tips, showed off some of my collection, did some Star Trek movie reviews, reviewed Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Samuel, who is just out of university and a content creator, likes to listen to stuff while he's editing or creating things, right? So he found my video on Wrath of Khan, listened to it, learned a lot of stuff that he didn't know, a little behind the scenes facts. And I just recently announced that it was like my birthday coming up on one of my lives, because I used to go for walks. Well, they weren't lives, they were called Captain's Away Missions. And they were edited because there was no live option on YouTube at the time. And so he sent me an opening for the channel of the TOS Enterprise, of the Galileo shuttle flying through. You see the Galileo shuttle, and it goes up and it flies through the O. I'm Captain Foley. You see the big name, and then you see the Constitution class come in and like go to war. And so he gave that intro to me and said he really enjoyed the video. We started talking. I asked for a few more intros because I really thought it was cool that I had an intro for my channel. I didn't know how to do any editing. I didn't have any editing software, really. I just kind of cut the clips together. I couldn't put pictures up to show what I was talking about. I was really novice. And we started talking, and we found out we both love ships. We both love tech. We both love Star Trek. I'm from a different age. I got all these books. I got all the old books, all the non-canon stuff, like NCC stands for Navigational Contact Code instead of naval construction contract. I got a lot of old shit, plus a lot of hard to find stuff, little facts that are really interesting, Starfleet battles, shit like that. And he's from a newer age where he's like 20 years younger than me. So we had different perspectives. And we thought we'd make this channel. What kind of show would we want to watch? Trekyards was born. Ta-da! Just turned 8. We just had our 8th year anniversary in October, so that's the story. Moving on. Brian Trump says, thanks, Captain, and throws in another $50. Oh, shit, son. Mysterious benefactor. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please join the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Feed Me Seymour. Golden Age, TOS, the first 5 movies and animated series. Silver Age, TNG, DS9, Voyager. Pirate Age, Kelvin and Discovery. Bronze Age, Picard, Lower Decks, and Prodigy. J-Pod, Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds and Prodigy, Discovery, Picard, and Short Treks ended. My opinion. Picard Season 3 sounds very promising, and one day Discovery will shock us. That'd be great. I miss Short Treks, honestly. I miss the Short Treks. I thought some of them were pretty good. Captain Casey Stewart says, Poor Sam. Pets are amazing. Squadron Course, $2. Sorry for sad. She was fierce. We'll see her in Stavakor. Indeed. She's at Odin's side in the mighty Valhalla. General Grievous, he likes being called Captain. Oh my. Chuck A. Hi, Stuart. Good evening. Hey, Chuck, how's it going? Are you in Las Vegas still? Brian Trump says, love your channel. Thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't miss anything. Go watch our old content too. Feed Me Seymour. Knowing my luck, I'll go to heaven and there will be we'll all be old dogs. So happy to see me. Then God looking angry, holding a poop bag and a plastic glove pointing me to Eden. Yeah. Oh man, I miss some of my old pets so much. Then there's that, it's the movie The Seventh Day, or the Seventh Day, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it's about cloning. And there's a pet cloning facility. So when your pet dies, you get a clone, you have your pet back. Like, that's great and all, but then you can't experience new pets. You know what I mean? Like, I got Lola. New pets all have their own quirks. I wouldn't want to clone my pet because it died and have the same pet forever. Yeah, they're great. They're companions. That's wonderful. It's a great sentiment. But you would never experience a new animal. You'd never experience a new pet, a new friend, a new best friend. I don't know why that was brought up. Oh, because pets die. Okay, yeah. Anyway. So, Brian Trump throws in another 50. Oh my God. Cha-ching. You're spoiling us. Don't do that. Patrick says, I want to see an episode of Lower Decks set on a Connie in the 2260s with the Lower Decks cast. 100% agree with you. Yes. Trekyards and Flockings was born. Foley and Cockings. Gotcha. Thanks for the history review. No problem. Captain Casey Stewart, keeping Trekyards alive. Video awesome. Are you related to the former president? Oh. Squadron Course. Trekyards, have you made any progress on the Terran Empire pinup girl Trekyards shirt? No, I have not. It is on a list on my desk downstairs of things to do, which is quite a substantial list. So, no. Speaking of, our pinup artist was in the chat earlier. I think he's gone now. But yes, I want to do a Trekyards Mirror Universe Terran Empire pinup girl. Brian Trump, $50 again with a huge pair waving flags destroying a city. Well, I'm going to have another shot because you've given so much. You're just killing it tonight, so thank you. I'm going to have more. You've earned it. You've earned seeing me get sloshed. Really gives us a good job. Thank you so much for the super chat. This is amazingly awesome and it's going to help us forever. So it's Skynet. It's Skynet. Woo. I'm not quite that far gone yet. I can have my pinky up because I'm all proper and shit. Trekyard, cloning also removes the love. It's like living forever. Would you love if you had unlimited time, no risk of loss, moments to cherish? Exactly. J-Pod, great story. That's what made me a fan of the channel. As a young kid, I would read over and over Marvel handbooks, Marvel indexes, Marvel encyclopedias, Star Trek encyclopedia, and Trek Omnipedia. Yeah, I've got an unprecedented knowledge of old Trek stuff. That was our canon, our Bible, when there was no Trek. My brother, Steve, my oldest brother, he is more of a Trek fan than I was. I always wanted to make him proud. I always wanted to, you know, I was riding on his coattails. Him and my brother Sean were both Star Trek fans. I can't remember the first Star Trek I ever saw because I grew up with it. It was always in my life. So I would say he knows more about Trek than I do, or at least used to. I think I've surpassed him at this point because a lot of things he doesn't quite remember. But I love my brother Steve. I consider him the original Captain Foley. And there's been one or two videos that he's been in on the channel. But I need to get him in for a video. I think that'd be fun. Because he's the reason I'm into Star Trek, honestly. So. Cap, I think that calls for more crown. It does, and it did. Video awesome. There are so many pets that are abandoned, so I don't understand cloning them. You never want to get rid of your best friend or your pet, you know. It's sad, it's a very sad moment. But honestly, you got to move on. That's the point. And I love that analogy that somebody, years ago, I read this, that you're literally there their entire life. You are their God. You never change. You're immortal to them. They don't see a difference in you. You watch them grow old. Having a pet gives you some of the best experiences of your life, some of the best days of your life, and then one of the absolute worst. And it's something we bring on ourselves. Like, to bring that love in, you gotta know you're gonna get hurt. And it's really sad. Like Dot, my Chihuahua, she's going on 13 years now. She's got a little bit of a lipoma on her chest, a little cyst. She's got a few little tumors on her mammary ducts. Other than that, she's in really good health. She has no quality of life issues, so, you know. But I know someday, within the next 2 or 3 years, it's going to be a really bad day for me. So, yeah, the risk of loving something. All our pets are rescues. Wish peeps would spay and neuter. Homeless dogs and cats have really hard lives. Give me Seymour theory time. Discovery will become increasingly nonsensical, which Burnham starts to question. Season 6 explores with the ending reveal that she's been in the Federation prison the whole time. Season 7 set in that'd be great. That'd be fucking awesome. But they're not going to do that. Jonathan Bell, utility bills on Brian this month. Well, I got to split that. Okay, here's the thing. Brian, yes, he's contributed quite a bit. YouTube automatically takes 30% right off the top of every super chat. Everything we make, YouTube gets 30%, which sucks. And then when we get paid, it gets split 50-50 between me and Samuel. So it looks like a lot of money. It's not, just for the record. So, where are the Borg in Discovery? Who cares? Brian Trump. Sorry, brother, I feel your pain. I'll have a drink too. Thank you, Brian. Much appreciated. Hurt yourself. Feed me Seymour. When are you coming to the UK, Foley? I don't know. I think the next trip is going to be to the States, and Sam is going to meet me there, probably in March. We have like 2 weeks worth of trips planned. I think all in one shot. Our next Mission America, which is going to be expensive, but that's okay. We have plans. We'll let you know. General Grievous, yes, if I had unlimited lifespan, there is so much to learn, so much to explore. One can never see everything there is to see. J-Pod, same. I grew up on TOS reruns and TNG episodes in the early 90s. I can never remember my first. Captain Casey Stewart should get him on a live called the Captain Foley's. Or the Captain Follies. General Grievous, with the exception that I could still die from other causes than old age. Okay. Squadron Course, did I tell you guys I'm making an operations manual for my ship? Right, but yes, you did tell us that. I don't think people in general should live forever. Anyone in chat remember their first Trek episode or movie was? A dog gives you unconditional love. As a reward for this, you give your dog unconditional love until they fart. And then you still love them. Because if you didn't love them, you'd kick their asses out when they farted. Hers. Yep, you're totally right about pets. Also goes with livestock like goats. They are almost like pets, and then you have to sell them off. That's even harder. That's hard, even harder when you have them for 20. Yeah, it's rough, man. General givers teach their own. The universe is a very large place. We don't have to die necessarily to continue as a species, at least my opinion. Well, you're like some cybernetic four-armed freak that has a bad cold. So, what do you know? Terrence Childs, do you think that the Decepticons can handle the Galactic Empire? Yes. I think the Decepticons would wipe the floor with the Galactic Empire. What's your favorite Elcar's generation? TOS. If I live forever, I'd be Doctor Who. I mean, you would have to. So I'd need a TARDIS. I can remember. Yeah. It's getting hard to talk. Squadron Course. I can remember walking to my friend Brent's house to watch the first episode of TNG Live. I remember the build-up for TNG Live, or TNG. I was a young little kid. I was probably like 13. 12, 13, somewhere around there. I used to bother my brothers with this shit. Like, it's going to have a French captain. Is he going to have a little pencil thin mustache and a beret? He's going to have a beret as if the French captain of the Enterprise. Like, you're an idiot. But I was a kid, so I'm like, hey, and if this is like so far in the future from TOS, like 100 years or whatever, like, why do they even need a ship? They can just beam planet to planet. I fucking invented JJ Trek before JJ did, so shut the fuck up, all y'all. You know, shit like that. I would like piss my brothers off with this shit. So anyway, I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Sadly, sad thing about dogs. Large dogs live for roughly 10 to 12 years, but small dogs can live up to 14, 17. Yes, that's true. I don't really like Recall. Star Trek 3 was packed for sure. White Star Line had a husky best dog ever, but shot by someone who thought he was a what? That's fucking awful story, man. Okay, we're not going to turn this live stream into sad stories about our pets. Squadron Course is already upset. I was just trying to make like these live streams always go sideways in some weird direction, whether food or 80s cartoons or whatever. Let's not talk about pets. Grant McGregor, $5. Thank you so much, Grant. Much appreciated. Thanks for the Prodigy reviews. I really enjoy them. Thank you. Somebody's got to do them. Like, nobody's doing Prodigy reviews, and those get very bad numbers for viewership. Even ours do. There's like 2 or 3 YouTubers that are doing Prodigy reviews, and most of them are like shills, like, it's fucking all great. It's not all great. There's some bad shit in there. So thank you for watching. Glad you appreciate it. We will continue to do our best. Trek or not, croissants in the mess hall. Brian Trump, is Worf going to be captain of the Enterprise F? No. Fuck no. Why does everybody keep calling for that? I'm sorry, but that's the stupidest shit ever. He's an ambassador. He doesn't need to be captain of the Enterprise F. Fuck no. Let's get somebody... No. Plus, if you watch DS9, there's a mission he does with Jadzia where he breaks protocol and goes to save Jadzia. And at the end of the episode, Sisko says to him, this is going on your permanent record. Chances are you'll never get a captaincy as a result of it. So, no. Absolutely no. J-Pod, Jonathan, cool. I would have waited in long lines for both. LOL, you guys got him for schnickered. Charge the poutine emitters. Out of all the bridges, TNG looks the most comfortable. Something about the carpet, soft lighting. That bridge was sexy. You didn't need to see that. I apologize. Grant McGregor, I have an idea of transbeaming through a transwarp conduit. I need to sit down and start writing in the fanfic Bible. Do it, Grant. Brian O'Neill Singleton. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Greetings and felicitations. Live long and prosper, my friend. Squadra Course. What was that book about the Star Trek experience items for sale that you were looking at the other day? It was a Props Works book from 2010. I've actually got the Star Trek Christie's books. There's two of them. For the 40 years of Star Trek. I bought these. These are the 40 years of Star Trek, the collection books. Volume 1 and 2. These would be much better to go through because this is like fucking everything, including the ship models. But that would be a long fucking live, I'm telling you. But it's got like everything. I actually bought these at the Vegas convention, 2019. Star Trek history in these books, in these tomes. Maybe I'll do a live on those at some point. The last one, nobody super chatted. Nobody was interested. People were like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. But it's like, it's hard to do a live when there's no interaction. Yes, I wasn't reading the chat because I was showing off the pictures, but we love our community and we want people to partake. And super chats really help out. So I don't know if I want to do that. Looking forward to seeing the Efficat. Well, let's see the Enterprise G. Like Star Trek 6, Excelsior Bridge and Enterprise. Trek or not, we also blew up a Klingon ship, which could have had civilians on board, and Cisco got proper pissed. Yes, that's true. J-Pod, Enterprise F Captain is going to be a new descendant of Decker, and then Picard takes command. Terrence Childs, I just had cream of crab soup for dinner. You should try it here in Maryland. It's delicious. I like soups. I like cream soups. It sounds dirty, but no, I like cream soups. I like all kinds of soups. So, Star Trek Lego. Star Trek, or Starfleet ship meets the Borg. The Borg. We are the Borg. We'll be bricked. Surrender to the cube. Poutine emitter sounds dirty, Trek or not. General Grievous says, oh my. Feed Me, See More says, if I was to make a Lower Decks TNG era, I'd base it on the gift shop aboard the Enterprise D. I could have a row of stores that were all competing against each other comedically. Wait, maybe work better DS9. Bright Starline, Vegas needs a refit Constitution Hotel. Yes. I made a fucking video about that shit. That would have been awesome. Have that on the skyline. Fucking refit Enterprise. That's a hotel. Hell yeah. Life's like full size. Yes. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. I'm just right down the road. Just a bit, LOL, in North Virginia and Maryland. Seafood is worth the drive. Terrence Childs, have a nice hot bowl of cream of crab soup for me with crackers. Sounds good. I would love to have some. Feed Me Seymour. What are your thoughts or ideas on the Strange New World Season 2 would be about? I would imagine it's about a year in the life of Captain Christopher Pike on board the Disco Prize in the Discoverse. Because it's not Prime. There's no real thought, like plot or thread that you'd have to follow or talk about. It's episodic. So that's how Star Trek should be. So it'll be about Star Trek things. Can you give me your opinion as to if there were still constitutions refits still in Starfleet service when showed up practical through shutdown? Yes, there would be a few. Yes. So that's my opinion. Although after the Kittimer Treaty, okay, there's a reason there's so many Excelsiors and Miranda classes still in service in TNG and no Constitution classes. And that's a result of Kittimer. The Klingons, basically as part of the peace treaty, said Starfleet has no need for a heavy cruiser. Why do you need a heavy cruiser? You're a scientific, essentially research organization. So they make Miranda classes, lots of science ships. They beef up the numbers of those. They stop making Constitution class refits. And the Excelsior, that one sneaks in because, yes, it's kind of a heavy cruiser, but it's also considered a scientific survey craft. So it's a long story. I think we didn't do a video on it. I wrote a script for it, but we never filmed it, I don't think. But yeah, it's because of the Kittimer conference thing. Had sausage and onion gravy with taters. Sounds good. Trek or not, they missed a trick. Board cube should have been like Rubik's cubes, with modular cubes that can move and rearrange. 100% agree. TOS AR would be more fun. Bright Star Line, the hotel needs to be to scale as well. It was going to be. Squadron Course. I like the theory that the Kittimer Accords required Starfleet to reduce the number of heavy cruisers, so most Connie refits were retired in favor of Excelsior class. I just fucking said that. Grant McGregor, you were talking about the Enterprise Hotel, an early cyberpunk tabletop game. There was a gang called Trekyards. Their HQ was a Constitution-shaped building. Cool. Feed Me Seymour. So in a restaurant in my hometown, Oxford, UK, they serve poutine, but they don't call it that. They call it Trailer Park Fries, based on Trailer Park Boys. They are nice, but messy. They are messy, but they're so fucking good. And I love that Trailer Park Boys is Canadian. In NI, cheesy chips with curry sauce is popular. Fries for U.S. peoples. And we're past the 2-hour mark at this point. Brian Trump, thank you so much for everything you've done. Everybody that's super chatted, thank you so much for what you've done. I'm probably going to end this here. If you want to keep me, now it's time to super chat. Super chats will keep me here. However, I think Brian's, it's kind of saved the night. Maybe save the month. Don't know. But thank you so much, Brian. Like I said, check out the options to join the channel. Please make sure you're subscribed and check us out for more lives. We really appreciate it. General Grievous snipes in with $1. Thank you so much, General Grievous. Last super chat snipe is General Grievous is with $1. When are you going to get the PSVR 2? When it comes out? Assuming I can get it. I've registered for one, but they'll invite select people to get it first. But yeah, I'll be buying one as soon as it comes out. Squadron Course, $1. Squadron Course snipes in with the last super chat slot. Sorry, General Grievous. Squadron Course, please feel better. Know that you're not alone in this. A lot of people have dealt with this, including myself. And it's actually, I empathize more with fucking animals than I do with people, because people are assholes. So I fucking care more about animals than people half the time, because you can't explain to an animal that they're going to be all right. You can't explain to an animal that, you're there to take care of them. You're going to make sure that they're safe. You can't do that. Humans understand this shit, so fuck them. You're sick. You're wounded. Fuck you. You're going to be better. by. Animals don't understand that. I feel so much empathy for animals compared to humans. So, Brian, Squadron Course, sorry, Squadron Course, we're there for you, man. At least I am. So, if I could super chat, I would. I'm unemployed again, so time's tough. No problem, Feed Me Seymour. Don't worry about it. JPod, next Trek, I hope we eventually get more episodic series following a non-Federation rogue ship, less Serena or another ship, similar to Picard, but not full serial show. Smaller ship than Protostar. That'd be cool. The Adventures of Captain Solo of the USS Falcon. Yeah. Brian O'Neill Singleton throws in $2 for the last Super Chat slot. There are always possibilities. And Super Chats. Thank you very much. I'll let you have it, Squadron Course. It's been a rough week for you. Terrence says, did you see why the last chromosome? Did I see why the last chromosome did what? Yes, Squadron Course, but that's what we're here for. We love hanging out and just chatting. So you know that, though. So you're more than welcome here anytime. Any place you can get Elite Force art prints or posters? Not that I'm aware of. If you want games, they're on goodoldgaming.com or GOG.com. But they need Star Trek Christmas special. Santa Wharf. I mean, it has to be done. Did you guys see the trailer for the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special? I have not, no. But on that note, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much, everybody, for super chatting. Brian, again, thank you, sir. I'm going to regret this in like 2-3 hours, I guarantee you. And tomorrow morning's not going to be nice. But hey, you know what? I don't care. I love you guys. I love hanging out with you. I love entertaining you. And hopefully I do a little bit of that. Please let me know in the chat right now, as I close out, whether I entertain you. Do I make you laugh? Do I make you smile? Do I make your day better? Let me know in the chat. Please. I appreciate that. Even if I have to read them after I go off the air, the live chat stays up for a while after I click end. So I want to know if me being here makes a difference in anybody's life. So on that depressing note, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And join me again. I don't know when I'll do another live. I don't know if we're doing one tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I mean, possibly. But I also got to go visit my dad probably tomorrow. So not sure if I'll be back in time for that. Lots of questions. If we don't do one at 4, I might do one later in the evening, like tonight. Yes, it was a little earlier than normal, but hey, I was bored, had nothing to do. Thought I'd hang out with you people. I love you guys. So here I am. So anyway, guys, on that note, this is Captain Foley from Trekyards, signing off. And yes, I know, Eric, I need a haircut. I don't need to be reminded. I will go get one. Until next time, live long and prosper. Like all disrespectful stuff. And I'll see you guys later. And Squadron Course, thinking about you. If you need anything, shoot me a direct message on Facebook or whatever. Feel your pain. And Precious knows I'm going off the air, so she's starting to get excited. So until next time, guys, Captain Boy signing off. Bye, everybody. See, she knows the trigger.